What's up, everyone? So in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to apply to 20 remote jobs in 20 minutes. So this is a game of volume. You're not going to get interviews from every job you apply to. This is a rapid fire approach to get you lubed up and ready for getting a full-time remote job. So the quality of all the jobs you apply to will not be that high, and that's okay. So it never hurts just to get in the practice of doing interviews with the jobs you don't even want. This is an approach to get you interviews quickly. The only prerequisites are having a good cover letter and resume. Doing that will give you a better chance of getting interviews and replies from the jobs you apply to. So right here, you'll see I have my cover letter. I call it Rob's Note. And then I have my resume, which I comically call V1. So make sure you have those on your desktop before we get started, and then let's go. So the first job board we're going to be using, let me hide my face here, is LinkedIn. And LinkedIn's really great because assuming you have a profile filled out, let me show you mine real quick. Assuming you have a profile filled out that is similar to your resume, meaning very strong, you're gonna get the replies and the interviews you want. So just make sure that's all filled out before you get started. Just copy paste all the text from your resume to your LinkedIn portfolio. If you're watching this and you don't have a resume you're confident in, go ahead and take the full-time remote job course. So be serious about optimizing your LinkedIn profile. And then with all that said, let's go ahead and get started. So the job section. So LinkedIn is really cool. They just released a feature 6 months or so ago that lets you filter jobs by remote. So this will make remote companies who are hiring appear. And whenever you do that, put in your profession. So content marketer. That's what I do. You can also put in variations like content marketing. Sometimes I even just put in content. So try different variations of your job title. So what we're looking for here is this easy apply option. Okay, so I'm looking for the easy apply options. Here's one. I'm going to easy apply to it. So inbound marketing, that's part of what I do as a content marketer, so it's relevant. For the summary, I'm going to pull that from my resume. So I'm repurposing a lot of content I already have for these applications. So that's why you want to have your resume handy when you're doing this. This one's asking for a photo. So you also want to have a photo on hand. Then hit continue. All right, let's go back up to the top. Something to point out is a lot of these are remote. They just don't have the one-click apply option. So all we're interested in right now is the easy apply option. So I'm going to do a different keyword search. I'm not seeing too many results here. A different variation for me is inbound marketing because content marketing is inbound marketing. So I'm going to try out inbound. Another cool thing to point out here is we can filter by easy apply. I should have said this first, but let's filter all these jobs by the easy apply so we only see the ones that we can one-click apply to. So that's not working. I'm going to try content again. So here we go. Here's a lot of great stuff. So content management specialist, 3 days ago, perfect. Gonna apply to that. Resume, upload resume. Let's go to my desktop. There's the resume, the one, and boom, it is up. See, that's usually how easy it is. But I'm just gonna run down the line here. Director of demand generation. So I do have experience doing that, so I'm also gonna apply, assuming they are content marketing driven demand generation, which it doesn't really matter if that's the case. This is a game of volume, remember. So anything I'm like that's somewhat relevant to what I do, I'm going to apply to just because it's so easy. I'm going to submit my application there. All right, so here's I'm going to easy apply to that. This is full-time remote. All right, so go through here, hit continue, answer these questions, very easy, and then click submit. Let's go back to the jobs page. And I'm just going to keep going through this process. And one thing you will want to keep in mind when you're looking is to make sure they actually are remote. So let's look at this one. They have a headquarters in Ohio, but they're also interested in hiring remote workers. So I'm going to easily apply to that. This looks like the same company, but maybe it's a different department. So I'm going to apply to that too. And I'm going to try a different variation before we go to a different job site and do the one-click apply, the rapid apply approach there. So here's the last one on LinkedIn. Let's see what else comes up. Nothing really. So I'm going to move right on to Indeed. So let's go to Indeed now. Once you expire all of your opportunities there, move on to this next one. All right, so before you get started here, you're going to want to create an Indeed profile. So I already have this done. So using your resume, you're just going to copy paste everything from your resume into your Indeed profile. And it's very easy. It'll only take you like 5 minutes or so. So after you do that, you're going to go back to the home page. And we're going to do the same thing we did on LinkedIn. And I'll show you what the one-click apply options look like. So content marketing, for me, whatever your job profession is, replace that field with your profession. And then we'll put remote here. And it does the same thing as LinkedIn. It filters them by remote. So vice president marketing, probably not a good fit. I don't want to be a vice president, way too much responsibility. I want to have some freedom. So growth content strategist, that's perfect. The salary is a little below, but it's important not to be too picky here because especially if you don't currently have a remote job. So would a remote job making less money be better than what you have now? That's what you have to ask yourself. So I'm going to apply now and click continue. And then you'll have to answer some questions. So a little trick here, have answers already in like a separate Word document that are asked a lot. That way you can just copy paste. And another cool thing here is, so if you're following the remote job course and they ask you about projects you've completed, you can link to your project pages that we created in the course. So right here, I'm going to link to this one. And this says way more than any text could ever say. And then here again, so they're asking for web addresses that show off our best work. And because we created the portfolio site in the course already, we just link them to these projects. And then you're going to want to write something like a lot better here. But for the purpose of this example, I'm just showing you how quickly you can apply. So I'm just going to fill that in real quick. And then after all that's done, you're going to go ahead and click apply. Again, not all the companies will ask you to do that. That is a rarity. So let's go ahead and keep applying. Let's see what else we can find. So copywriter, tech startup, perfect for me because I have tech SaaS startup experience. Continue, 5. It's asking how many years of experience I have. Then you're going to go ahead and apply. Then I'm just going to keep doing this. I'm going to run through this really fast. So you'll see that some of these might be relevant. Like this one's super relevant to what I do. Redis Labs, I know that company and I know they have a good remote work culture, but I'm going to save that one for later. So I'm going to put that, I'm going to copy this and assume I'm going to put this in a spreadsheet so I can come back to it later and do a full apply. Because if I click on it now, it's going to take me outside of the company's main site. But right now I'm just applying to jobs quickly with the Indeed resume option. All right, so I applied to that one. And I'm just filling in blanks a lot here. I'm not doing like the perfect application. I just want to show you how quickly you can apply to remote jobs. So again, I'm looking for this apply with Indeed resume, performance marketing specialist. I'm gonna go ahead and apply to that. Technical content marketer, that's perfect for me. I'm gonna go ahead and apply to that. Add a supporting document. So if they ask for this, usually you want to upload your cover letter. You can also do a portfolio if you want to, and then click apply. I promise you under 20 minutes, so let's keep this going. Apply now. And I'll try to add some value as I'm going so you're not just watching me apply to remote jobs. So again, like I said, have a Q&A doc, like a Google Doc. So if you see like commonly asked questions, make sure you save your answers to those. And some of these will require you to do a little research on the company, at least go to their website and see what they're all about. And again, do not write stuff like this. This is just for the sake of example. All right, so now we're back looking. So you're going to see that a lot of these jobs were posted 30 plus days ago. Those are not the most relevant jobs you want to apply to. So you want to find jobs that are like at least 10 days old, ideally newer. And there is a way you can do this. So you can sort by relevance or you can sort by date. So previously I was sorting by relevance. So Indeed was showing me the most relevant positions to the job title I put in, content marketing. So these ones are brand new. So because I'm sorting by date right now, they were just posted. So this is a good way to apply and hear back from hiring managers sooner than later if you're a good fit. So I'm going to go through this and see if there are any good opportunities. This one is a good role because even though it doesn't say content marketer, I'm reading between the lines and I'm seeing creating written and video content, and I'm good at doing that for a technical audience. So just be aware of this stuff whenever you're applying. So every job position or every open job position will not have your exact position name. So you just have to be conscious of that. So here's another one. SEO is a big part of my role. Even though it's not content marketing, I'm still going to apply because it mentions content marketing in the job description. So I'm going to do a different variation of my job position up here just because I kind of ran out of results that were recent. So I'm going to broaden it a little bit. So just make it say content instead of content marketing. Usually there's some overlap there. All right, so that's it for Indeed. Let's head over to ZipRecruiter. So this is the last one that I know of that lets you one-click apply to positions that has a lot of positions available. So ZipRecruiter, it probably pioneered this concept of one-click applying. So let's go ahead and see what they have here. So I'm going to put in content marketer. And again, like Indeed and LinkedIn, you're going to need to create a profile, which I already have one created. But again, just copy and paste everything that's on your resume into the ZipRecruiter version. And I don't believe they do filter by remote. So a hack around that is just adding the word remote after your job position. So content marketer remote. And you'll see a lot of these, they can say like remote okay, and you can one click apply. All right, and this is the final application I'm going to do, and that was an easy one. So, content manager, remote position, perfect match right there because I'm a content marketer looking for a full time remote job. And in this situation, it was just a one click apply, and that's it. So, I hope this helps you out a lot. Again, if you find a position that you're really interested in, the company's awesome, take a little more time to apply to those types of positions. This is a rapid fire approach that's designed to help you get interviews fast. They might not be with the most ideal companies, but it will get you primed and ready for those interviews with the companies you really want to work for and that have really great remote working cultures. So go ahead and one click apply. or at least do the short version of these applications, and you'll be getting interviews pretty quickly. So good luck and see you on the other side.